Hi everyone, welcome to Hugh Spotlight. Well, you might say that the stars have aligned and music is born. But anyways, no, it's all about collaboration, and in this day and age of YouTube and streaming and getting your music out right away, well, I think these two artists have done a fine job in doing just that. So I'm going to welcome to Hugh Spotlight, BEX and D1DO. Hello, all the way from Hamilton, am I correct?
Hamilton and Toronto, Ontario.
Oh, yeah. Shout out for those two cities. Oh, no, I was just saying, um, yes, music is universal. We know that. But when two artists like yourself collaborate and something just explodes into like this song, it's really wonderful. So, from the stars. And first, I'll go with Bex. How did you and D1DO get together to collaborate?
Yeah, we actually only just met not too long ago in February for a show an affirmations anthem show in Hamilton. And it was one of D1DO's shows. He was headlining, and my friend Jillian Marielle, who's also a Toronto artist, she was going to be doing an opening act, and she asked me to perform. So I just kind of got thrown into the experience, not really knowing what to expect. And from there, we connected. I played a song called Lion Soul, and I remember you saying,
Amazing song, so powerful.
Wow.
yeah, we connected over that. Just shared love of music, and we decided let's have a session together and see where that leads with no expectations, no real plan.
No, it's like crazy, and it sounds like there is a real kind of a connection with the music scene between Hamilton and Toronto. There must be hundreds of artists and singer-songwriters. D1DO, let's talk a little bit now about your music and the whole kind of genre of hip hop and rap and that kind of music, and how you want to make it become like a positive experience, or what, and you probably can explain this better in your own words, but you really want to transform all the negativity and everything that we have oppressing us in the world today through music, maybe giving us a break and seeing some hope in reality.
Thanks for asking. Yeah, there was a vision that actually it came through when I was in California in 2019, and there was this idea of what we're calling affirmation anthems, and it's just music and simplicity, music infused with words of affirmation, with the intention of elevating self-esteem. And self-esteem is on Maslow's hierarchy of need, the thing that comes before self-actualization, and we see it all around, including all within. Probably all of us have had moments of self-doubt or self-worry, and to kind of counterbalance some of those normalized toxic or intrusive thoughts, it's amazing to infuse a little more, I guess, positive ones too. And it actually is very, very helpful. And you feel it. You feel it when you say it. You feel it when you sing it. So why not, in the form of music and entertainment and playfulness, do it together collectively? Because music's already so universal, as you were saying. But then at the same time, have that catchy hook that's stuck in your head. But at the same time, it's realigning some neurological pathways in a way that's going to just help you feel more confident in who you are.
Oh, well, okay, so wow, that's that answer was more than what I expected. Okay, so how do you, maybe counterbalance is not the right word. How do you balance what you just said, D1DO, and how you envision your music and social media, which is what you artists have to use every day to get your music out, or right, to sell yourself, because there's so much toxic energy coming out of social media daily.
Yeah, like, as everything, there's always this double-edged sword, right? And I think how we choose to perceive things is number one, something that we do have in our power to focus on. And it's like it's up to us to really navigate through all the infinite options on social media, what content we're taking the time to consume. And if we're able to discern, like, how is this making me feel, and do I want more of this? Or there's other content that can make you feel very uplifting and educational, and connecting with other people. There's so many beauties to that double-edged sword, as is there the toxicities. So I think it's all about navigating within yourself, and the more time you spend just getting clear on who you are, where do you come from, what are your core values, what do you stand for, and what do you want to build within yourself. It kind of helps you, I guess, make those choices when you're on these platforms, or connecting.
For you, Bex, this is new. Like you said, you just met D1DO not only a few short months ago. How has
hmm
this affected you as an artist?
Ooh. That's a good question. I think I'm still like figuring out what it all means. It kind of brought me back to my, I think I grew up in a time too where I was listening to pop punk, uplifting music, and it feels nostalgic to me to listen to. So when I heard D1DO's music, when I went to the show, I immediately left the show just on this high vibrational frequency. And it reminded me too of like how that is like the kind of energy I want to put into every project that I do is just like speaking truly, truly, truly from the heart and trying to open up and break down the walls and the barriers bit by bit to really, really fully express myself as an artist every single time I do a project.
Well said. I love
So,
that.
and it's interesting, and you can both answer, how much did COVID and the whole kind of pandemic and the world shutting down, how much did it affect you, D1DO?
For me, it was honestly it was interesting because I was on this fork in my life where for years back I was running a yoga festival. It was all about building community, a lot of music and arts and food and whatnot. And I was on the 5 year mark where there was this intuition saying it was time to let it go, and like it was sad, but there was this newness, this new horizon that was rising as the old age was ending, and it was the music, and there was like not a lot of logic that was saying like this makes sense. You should just change your life and do this. But there was just a feeling that was like a calling, and you don't really know where it takes you unless you walk it. So the timing of it was perfect because that happened right at the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020 was COVID. And I was like, wow, what a perfect time to stop running a festival, which was a physical independent experience basically. And then at the same time, solitude, which is essential to like establishing yourself as an artist, just time in this studio, creating, writing alone, just your own sound being established. So for me, it was quite a blessing, I would actually say.
And for you, Bex?
I mean, Tracy, you met me, I think, in 2021 when we were really in the thick of it. So during that time, I just fully immersed myself in music. So I think when I met you, I was in the middle of releasing a whole album, and I had never had the time and space to like really, really sit down and find my voice as an artist. Um, for me, it gave me permission to, because I just go, 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 go. It gave me permission to pause and go inward and figure out what did light me up and what I did want to start bringing more into my life, which for me was music at the time. So for me, it was that was the blessing in all of the things. And I was able to find, as you were putting before, connection and some of the uplifting things through social media because I wouldn't have been able to do some of the projects or meet some of the people that I did without us all being connected through virtual platforms. Like I was streaming and created such beautiful ripple connections through that time that like that was the only tool we had. So, and that's how I met you. So it was
I
kind of a
know.
beautiful,
Well, and it's
yeah.
kind of the beauty of it now when you kind of think of it with the affirmation anthems and the story and the theme that you want to build on. This kind of platform is wonderful because you can go anywhere with it, right? And I think that, so D1DO, what's the next step for all of this?
Next step is well, we just launched From the Stars, obviously, as you
Yeah.
know. So, like, as much as there's so much fun and build up in the creation process of it all, you got to give the reverence to like getting it out to people because there's so much content as we discussed that it's like you got to put that energy and that effort into trying to get it in front of people and hopefully it resonates. So, I think giving it that love, but at the same time, still creating songs in the works. We actually just announced a pop up experience that we're doing in Hamilton. It's called an affirmation experience once again, and Bex is going to be part of it, as well as some other local amazing talented artists. Some food offerings are going to be part of the immersive elements of it. So yeah, it's going to be happening next 2 weeks from now. So yeah,
Amazing.
that's kind of short term, and then I think just getting on some festival stages is some of the short term goals to just continue sharing this message and hopefully reverberating with the right ears and the right hearts.
Oh, wow. Okay, From the Stars. How did it begin? Who
Go
wants to
ahead.
answer that?
Hold on.
We were just reliving that moment today, actually. We were shooting some social media content.
It's coming.
It's
It's gonna be fun.
and reliving like how easy it was. So going off of the story of how we met, so we met and then we booked a session pretty much immediately. And the intention with that session was to just play around with a song that I already had in the works. But then, D1DO, I think you already had like this just like almost like channeled idea come through when you were driving.
Like 2 days before, I was like, I feel like I gotta show this to her. Like this
Yeah.
idea of a hook came in. It was divine timing. But continue, please.
It felt like yeah, just like kind of this shiver, like, okay, this feels like a yes energy moment. You showed me, I think, the chorus, which didn't really change too much in the final product. And then we just started writing on the spot. And so pretty much the entire recording was done in one session. And then we immediately just like wanted to keep that energy rolling. So we started texting back and forth, like, okay, like, what are some ways we can like tweak this? But it didn't really take us that long.
We didn't have too many. We added a couple layers afterwards, and
Yeah.
yeah, we were really happy with that. First session was like a channeling with her. We got a lot done in a short amount of time, including recording her first or what Lion's Soul, right? Was it
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, Lion's Soul, because I heard her perform it at the show, and I was like, listen, like if you need a mic in a studio, I got access to space. Like, why don't you come through and we'll just see what comes up.
Oh,
So I think
see?
we recorded 2 songs that day.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Well, and the concept, the video, the story of the video is really interesting too. Free hugs.
free hugs is
Free
key.
hugs.
Yeah, that was. I got to give all credit to Bex. Like, there's a lot of moving parts, and I was just like, listen, if you have any ideas for video, like, let me know. I'm happy to shoot it and help make it happen. But like in terms of concepts, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
All I knew in my heart was the visuals. I feel just needed to encapsulate the energy, that uplifting message of the song, and the feeling that was associated. And then, how did you even
Yeah.
get the free hugs vision intuitively or originally?
So the original like vision that came to mind, because the whole song for me is like about creating like that ultimate, first the inward connection with yourself, then it ripples outwards. And there was the line in the chorus where it's like, hold me now, we're from the stars. And I kept envisioning a hug for that. And I took a deep dive through YouTube, and I did see, so I got to give credit to somebody in the UK who had a blog, and she was doing a social experiment there where she was giving away free hugs. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, yes, that's the
Oh
concept.
yes, yes.
That's so brave, because it's like encompassing like all of the feelings of the song as well, where you're like putting yourself out there and you don't know what's gonna happen and you're vulnerable. And
Well,
yeah.
what a thing to do coming out of COVID too. I laughed.
Yeah, and the blindfold was a nice
I
element
know.
too. Like
Yes.
even when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just started the first one, when I put the blindfold on, I nobody was around. So like, okay, I'll put this on. Then within like 2 seconds, I got like tackled.
Yeah.
Like somebody just dove on me and like gave me the hugest hug. Like
It was
I
all
dropped
real.
the sign. Yeah, none of it was staged. It was
No.
totally real, but it was perfect
Oh.
for a video. Like those are the moments that just make you laugh. You're like, oh,
Well, and I think that's what makes it so appealing, is that it is true, it is honest, and both of you are so wonderful. The song is fantastic, and congratulations, and all the best. Keep spreading this word of positivity and affirmation. Affirmation is a real buzzword I think we should start using more. Thank you so much, Bex and D1DO. We look forward to more fun, great songs, great videos, and yeah, if you're in Winnipeg, let me know.
love to be. Thanks for having us on your platform. This is awesome.
Okay,
Thanks, Tracy.
and now here they are, Bex and D1DO from the Stars.
Here we are on this rainy day to activate some hearts and spread some love. Free hugs.
Free hugs for everybody today.
Whoever wants them, come.